If you are looking for Ultimate Team coins, I have the place for you. Head on over to easymuckcoin.com where you can purchase coins for as little as $45 a mil. I did not stutter. Link is in the description. Use code GS for 5% off. Where do we begin, ladies and gentlemen? Where do we begin? I need you, Electronic Arts, to take a seat. And I don't need you to just take a seat. I need you to listen to me and everything it is I'm going to say. Today was an absolute disastrous of a day. And I'm going to tell you why it was an absolute disastrous of a day. So I grinded my 2 other accounts to level 66. And what do you get when you grind your level to level 66? Or maybe 65, whichever one it is. You get the second premium special offer pack to where you get the 230k quick sell. Did it on both accounts, preparing for This Is 50 Team 1 Week 2. Last week, in my opinion, let's just go. Listen to me, Electronic Arts. Don't just hear me. Don't just hear me. Listen to me. So, last week, in my humble opinion, was an absolute dud. Let's not even discuss how disrespectful Electronic Art is with the absolute abomination of attributing some of the absolute world's greatest Madden players in the history of the whole franchise. We're talking about Antonio Gates, man. Do you guys remember 08 Antonio Gates with LaDainian Tomlinson? Do you guys remember him showing me how dominant Antonio Gates was, man? Do you remember? Do you remember way back when how much of a freaking dominant weapon Antonio Gates? 84 speed? 84 speed? On one of the greatest Madden tight ends in the history of the franchise? That's how you... Listen to me, Electronic Arts. That's how you gonna do me. That's how you gonna do Antonio Gates. 84 speed, it may even be slower. I don't even... 84 speed? This is supposed to be on the promo celebrating some of the greatest Madden legends in the history of the game. Let me not even talk about them adding right tackles, left guards. Like, how... Listen to... We really putting Orlando Pace, Steve Hutchinson, Jonathan Ogden in the top 50 greatest Madden players? Why aren't these just legends? When was the last time? I don't know how long y'all been playing Madden, but I've never... 1,000 likes for the face cam, and I've never... Way back in the day, when the Ravens were dominant, man. Back when Sherm Sticky played Duka, may Duka rest in peace. When he played it for the finale in Madden Nation Season 1, man. And Duka won with the Ravens. Listen to me, EA. Don't hear me, listen. Back when the Ravens were dominant, man. It might have been season 2, I'm not sure. But I know Sherm Sticky, Pac Wolf was in that season. And my man Duka came later on. And he ended up winning, man. Like I said, may God rest his soul, man. I believe, I know he passed away. But I believe it was during a motorcycle accident. Not too far after the show, too, if I'm not mistaken. But back then, the Ravens were down. Then nobody ever said, let me get the Ravens because they got Jonathan Ogden. The greatest show on turf with the Rams. When have you ever in any Madden said, hold up. I'm about to expose you, baby boy. Let me get this Orlando Pace. Let me go with the Seahawks, man. Forget that they got Sean Alexander. Forget that they got all the goons that they have. Let me get it for Steve Hutchinson. This is what we're doing. We're adding offensive linemen into the world's greatest Madden players of all time. Ask anybody. Ask Problem. I'm Stevie J. Joke. I don't care who. Ask any of them, man. Ask Bam Scheming. Pick anyone. Throw ahead. Ask Chaos. Ask any of them. Way back in the day. Ask them if they chose Madden 08. If they chose anybody because of their right tackle. Never. Never in the history of everism has anybody said, you know what? My life is on the line. $2,000 is on the line. Let me go ahead and select these Rams because they got Orlando Pace. I don't got to worry about my blind side. Never. You got to for folk, Bruce, Holt. You know why you picked them. And the damn sure wasn't Pace. And then we got Anthony. See, I could see Anthony Barr being in this. Anthony Barr is a Madden great. In my humble opinion, does he deserve to be in the top 50? No, that's just my opinion. Everyone has their opinion. You can make a case, though. If you said people selected the Vikings because they had AP and they had the Goon and they had Anthony Barr. Like wasn't even Anthony Barr way back then? I don't know, man. Listen, this game is just making me grab myself mental, man. But you can make a case. He's one of the best Madden users of all time. You can make a case. But throw an offensive lineman in there, that's just got to go. That's just got to go. Like I said, never in the history of everism has anybody selected a Madden team for Orlando Pace, man. LT, absolutely. But he should be a legend. Don't throw legends in here that should be in there. Like Cromartie. Is Cromartie a legend? No. But is he a Madden legend? Yes. This is perfect for Vernon Davis. Is Vernon Davis one of the best tight ends of all time? No. But in Madden he was. Patrick Willis don't deserve to be here. He's a legend, man. Why are we having legends here? They have their own spot already. Legends. We need people like Dre Archer, man. The bronze card. One of the greatest Madden running backs of all time. Listen to me. We need to have people like Matt Jones from the Jaguars. The big boy, throw it up to him. He was sky catching everything, man. This is the type of people we need. We need people like Fabian Washington from the Redskins, man. From the Raiders. You remember what it was like going against the Raiders in Madden 12? Fabian Washington, Tywan Jones, they had speed everywhere. Madden greats. Darren McFadden. Those are the type of people I'm expecting. But anyways, this game gonna make my blood pressure rise up. Like Steve Hutchinson, come on, man. DRC deserves to be here. Brett Favre, though. And get Steve Hutchinson the hell up out of here, man. Promise you nobody picked the Seahawks or any other of his three teams because he was there ever. If you say so, you're lying. Never in my damn day did I pick a specific team because they had just one dominant offense. Hell no, man. Pick the Falcons because they had Algie Crumpler, man. Because they had Mike Vick and players like that. Not for their left tackle. Wasn't playing money games back in high school back in the day because they had a solid left guard. But then, so this is what I was doing. I reached level 66 on both accounts so I can get both the 230 packs. And with the 230 can each account, I just sorted. This is 50. I went quality 82 to 83. And I don't buy no card over 17K. 16K and under. If it's 16,999, I'll buy it. If it's 17,000, if it's 17,000, I don't touch it. And little by little, it takes some time, man, but I'll get, okay, Jonathan Ogden, 17K. Nope. I'll wait, refresh Jonathan Ogden, 1602. Let me cop that. Next, I'll refresh. I'll go to Vikings real quick. Okay, Anthony Barr for 15.5. Let me scoop that. Then I'll go to Chargers. Antonio Gates, 16K flat. Let me get that. And I was just buying them and buying them and buying them and trading them over until I had enough to get two free. Well, not free because I spent on, but enough to where on this account I traded all of them over. It's right over 60 of them. 32 plus 32, do the math, man. Y'all, most of y'all probably in score not. What is that, 69? I don't know, man. I'm going to throw a random number up there, 64. I don't know, man. Listen to me, man. And I was excited. I see Champ Bailey, and I'm like, okay, they're a little disrespectful with the speed, man. Should Champ Bailey be here? He's a shutdown corner. He's one of the greatest corners of like recent era, of Revis and Namdi when Namdi was like the man in Oakland back. Like 91 speed, like 94. There's like what a couple faster than him, but he's still one of the fastest cornerbacks in the game. So it's like what, you can make a case for Champ. You can make a case. Ed Reed does not belong here because Ed Reed isn't just one of the greatest 50 Madden players of all time. He's one of the greatest players of all time, period, and he don't belong here. He doesn't. He needs to just be a legend. You can't convince me that him, that Michael Vick, that Randy Moss, yes, I know they were dominant. Yes, but they're not just, they don't deserve the title of, oh man, you was Madden 50 greatest player. No. You was one of the greatest players ever, period. Period. But again, it's just my opinion. If you want to make a case on why Edward Jeremiah Reed is in here, okay. You know what? He was dominant. Champ Bailey back in what was dominant. Brett Favre, LaDainian Tomlinson, Antonio Gates, Ryan Shazier, Reggie White. Like, yeah, these guys were absolute. You're right. They're dominant. Okay, if you want to make a case, I get it. If some of you want to be like, yo, GS, listen, man, I get it. Like, let them have their own 50 promo. Yes, they should be legend. I personally think they shouldn't be a part of it, but that's just me. Because I feel like it should make room for other players, other Madden legends that were actually so dominant, like Brashad Perryman. Y'all remember the year that Dre Archer came? They had to nerf speed because nobody could cover Brashad Perryman, man. Gold card. Everyone had him on his team, and nobody could cover him because he would run 5 yards past everybody immediately off the snap. 10 yards by the time the quarterback threw the ball. 15 yards by the time the ball was in his hands. That's Madden top 50. Some of the most dominant Madden players to ever touch the game, man. Brashad Perryman was one of them. But then the most disrespectful card they dropped. Brian Finneran was an absolute Madden goon. Does Brian Finneran deserve to be here? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yeah, I said it. He does. He deserves to be part of this promo. And it's because he's not an all-time football great. He's not going to be in anyone's top 157 top wideouts if you were to name them. If you got him at number 149, you can make a case. But it's usually not top 150 for anybody. But in Madden, he was a goal. Do y'all see the disrespect that they now? Let's just let's just take a look at his price. If you want training, 93 overall, 93 overall Finneran's your move right now because he's going for 14,000 training. That's quite a bit. 14,000 training for like 180K, 185K or something like that. 185K. I just bought one not too long ago. That's why my training's up 14. I just bought a Fender and it quick sold him. Didn't feel bad about it at all. This man has 88 stock speed. Who the hell is this man running from? Now, Problem made a great tweet earlier that said Brian Finneran, back in the day, was one of the most dominant wideouts because of his height. Height actually mattered. If 6'5" Finneran was on 6 foot even Champ Bailey, he was catching that 8 times, 9 times out of 10 because of the height, because he was just much bigger. Madden went far away from that. Yeah, there's the ad catch and all that stuff, but you can't just chuck it up and he's gonna catch it, but then he's gonna drop it on his way down, and it's like height doesn't even matter. But 88 speed though. 88 speed, you power him up to 89. You got double sprinter brawler 91 max speed. 91 max speed. We all know that speed is one of the most important things in the game of Madden, right? So if you're not going to go for speed, then you want route runners, right? Like guys that can route run, get you route tech, get open, He's physical, so route tech is 3. Throw that out the bag. Throw that out the bag. Route tech for 3 is just way too much. There's no reason, unless you have an Atlanta Falcons team, there's no reason, or if you're getting training, there's no reason to get that card over Carmichael, who has +2 speed. This card can get up to 93 speed. Isn't that, just a little better, right? Isn't that a little better? 93? And he's 6'8". I think Carmichael's the move. Like, just the disrespect of the first the first week that This Is 50 players were awful. Anthony Barr's like, okay, but we all know that linebackers are unusable in this game because they don't jump. They just don't jump. You just don't get animations with linebackers. As dominant as Anthony Barr was back in his prime, he doesn't jump this year in Madden. I don't know what the hell they did with linebackers, but you just don't jump with linebackers at all. You just don't. Ed Reed is okay-ish. They gave the man 87 hit power. He can get 99 zone. That's glitchy. Ed Reed is like a good card. But there's no reason to get him over Taylor Mays. None whatsoever. There just isn't. Taylor Mays is just a lot taller. His speed is similar. And he's just height and speed. Height and speed for defense. Lord knows height does nothing for offense, but on defense, you get some glitchy animations. If people are passing on Ed Reed, it's probably because they have Taylor Mays. Like, you don't need anybody else right now. Like, this card does not scream best overall player at the position, as it should. When Ed Reed drops, he needs to overwhelmingly be the consensus at the position, and he's not. The same is said for Champ Bailey. And who the hell is getting Finneran? Who's getting Finneran? Nope. Control. Not the team. Nobody's getting Finneran. That too. Nobody. I don't know, man. Listen. 4-game Friday, 100% tomorrow. I'm going to wait until Jack Youngblood comes out and Ocho Cinco. I want both of those guys. I'm probably going to get both of them. I'm probably going to sell my Diggs, get Ocho Cinco. I'm going to sell my Curse, get Youngblood, and I'm going to try to have gameplay with both of them tomorrow. I mean, this promo has the potential to be devastating. Devastating because we get to see names like Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush isn't no legend, but Reggie Bush was a Madden god. We get to see players like Brian Finneran. Who else is like legit belong? Ryan Shazier belongs here. Vincent Jackson belongs here. Taylor Mays belongs here. Those are good. Like Brian Dawkins don't belong here. Brian Dawkins isn't one of the greatest 50 Madden players of all time. He's one of the greatest players of all time, period. He's a legend. Why would you even waste putting him here when he's an all-time great? So that means if you're doing that, then that means Randy Moss needs to be here, 100%. You got players that are just the all-time greats, like Sean Alexander should have been here instead of a team of the week. Oh, my Lord. I don't know. Like, Jimmy Graham belongs here, yes. Calico, yes. Bush, yes. Walter, I'm done. 4-game Friday tomorrow. This whole program, just throw it away, man. I'm tired of looking at it.